using an AI voice to narrate this video because they've been doing construction work in my neighborhood for weeks, and between them and the landscapers using leaf blowers, it's too noisy to record any audio of anything. So, this is my sketchbook from when I was 9 years old, my very first sketchbook. You can see it has Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse on the cover, but when you open it up, right away, you can see my sassy little attitude reveal itself. I was too edgy for Disney, even at 9 years old. You can see by the inscription I was sharing the book with my friend Amy, and you can see that the first chapter of the sketchbook book is called Punk Rocker. Now, if I remember correctly, I was taking my sketchbook to school every day, and I remember Amy asked to draw inside of it too. So the first few drawings are all mine. Later on, Amy drawings show up. I remember being so proud of this first drawing of Patty Punk Rocker. I love the little poster on the wall that says me, and that her microphone says microphone on it. She has a rock and roll t-shirt with a stick figure picture of a three-piece band on it, and clearly, I rethought my font choice. Then I followed Patty Punk Rocker up with Spaced Out Sarah, who has a very interesting and cosmic look all her own. When we turn the page, we see Danny Drums and Bug Out Brenda, and the punk rockers keep coming with Sick Sally and Punky Pete next. I created Freaky Francine and Crazy Kathy, who has a poster that says, "They get rock ugly music." I don't know what that is. Next up, Rockin' Rebecca and Dizzy Diane. And that's when Amy jumps in with her drawing of Dizzy Diane. Dizzy Diane is Amy's first contribution to the sketchbook, but not her last. We have several gems from Amy coming right up. Dizzy Diane also has her guitar plug straight into the wall, and she has these cute little lightning bolts on her poster with her name. Now look at this guy, Marching Mitch. This guy is amazing. Look at his cute little outfit and his special personalized artwork and this poster that says, "I am a horse." The other poster says punk rock, and look at his outfit. It's just amazing. And then there's Funky Frank, and Funky is spelled with an E, and this Frank is so talented. He has every instrument under the sun in his studio. He's playing the keyboard, the cello looking thing, a big drums, and some xylophone thing. Like many of the other punk rockers, he has a poster of himself on his wall. Next, we have the amazing Bobo Barbara with a very special font. Look at her amazing costume with these dark lightning bolts and her fabulous electrified hair. Then we have Macho Mike with another interesting hairdo with lightning bolts coming out of the top of his head. Then one of my favorite Amy creations, Creepy Carol with an interesting goth look that Amy was clearly inspired to start coloring. I also love the poster that says, "Rock, don't mess." Just look at this character. She's so fabulous with her fabulous hair and her fabulous bangs and that lightning bolt fringe dress. Amazing. And then there's Debbie Dallas, curvaceous Debbie Dallas, with the pitchforks and lightning bolts, decorations on her guitar on the wall, and graffiti that says crazy. And she has a poster that says, "Rock is number one." And Amy's last contribution to the punk rockers is Sexy Susan with her giant hair. She also has sunglasses, lipstick, and a mole or birthmark on her upper lip. Then I returned to my sketchbook after Amy's takeover with one of my favorite drawings of all time, Vampire Veronica. I remember being so proud of this drawing and feeling like Vampire Veronica was the best thing that I could ever create in my whole life. Clearly, I had an issue with Menudo at the time. I hated feeling that they, the media, were forcing manufactured boy bands down our throat. I had also picked up on the disco versus rock controversy that was going on at the time, and I and Vampire Veronica clearly chose the side of rock. Because rock rules all, says the poster on her wall. I followed up Vampire Veronica with Kooky Karen, who has an interesting kooky font and a poster of a dying flower on her wall, which I find interesting. And Sassy Susie has a lot to say. She says, "I'll be sassy when I want to be," and "Shut up, Motor Mouth." She has the classic poster of herself on the wall and another poster that says Punk Rocker Me. And she also has a very specialized, curvy, sassy font, and as we turn the page, we're getting to the end of the punk rockers in this sketchbook. This one is very interesting. Crazy Catherine spelled in a very interesting way, and she has very interesting art on her walls. One poster that says, "This table is reserved for 3 people, me, myself, and I," and another poster that says, "I'm important," and then another piece of abstract art with another poster designed specifically for it that hangs right above it that says, "Don't ask me what this is." Weird Wilma is next, and she actually keeps it pretty simple with some giant posters behind her that spell out "Punk rock is my hobby." Next is Jumping Julie, and Rockin' Rosanna shows up at the end of my punk rock expression at 9 years old. You can tell I'm getting tired of drawing punk rockers. There are less details in these last 2 drawings, but I introduced a word balloon with Jumping Julie, which is an interesting artistic breakthrough. And last, but certainly not least, as a rock star called Insane Me. I think it speaks for itself, so is there any shock that I'm now, decades later, drawing and selling coloring books with my drawings of Alien Rockstars? I don't think so. I think it's been the plan all along.